Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Christine Brown, the star of Sister Wives, lashes out at Robyn and Kody in the latest tell-all episode of season 19. Things have been hectic since the beginning of the one-on-one interviews. Kody is no longer avoiding his ex-wives. But the same holds true for them, particularly Christine. Continue reading to learn about her astonishing claims. Sister Wives. Christine Brown expresses regrets to Kody. Christine talked about her experience with Kody during season 19's tell-all segment after he admitted that he loved Robyn more than the other spouses. According to the Sister Wives actress, everything Kody said was false. Christine then expressed her regret, adding that she had wasted so much time trying to accommodate Kody. It reached to the point where she forgot about her own feelings because she was always worried about how Kody would react when he visited her and their children. Christine shocked Kody and Robyn. Part 4 of the Sister Wives tell-all includes Christine Brown's heated accusations concerning Kody. Her fury derives from Kody admitting his secret lover in college, saying that it occurred while he was still out of touch with family views. Christine, on the other hand, interpreted Kody's secret as proof that he may be concealing even more information from them. She was also upset that Kody revealed his secret girlfriend to Robyn early in their marriage, something he has not done for the previous wives. This led Suki and Christine to believe that Kody and Robyn's relationship had advanced to the point where they had conceived before to marriage. Christine couldn't explain why she thought Robyn would go so far with Kody. It was just something that occurred to her while conversing with Suki. Sister Wives. Robyn Brown denies Christine's allegations. Suki informed Robyn Brown about Christine's assertions that she and Kody had kissed or done considerably more before marrying. Robyn stated that she and Kody had no physical contact previous to their engagement, and their first kiss took place during their spiritual union in 2010. Robyn even said that their first kiss was awkward, despite Christine's hopes. Robyn went on to suggest that they would have little church kisses, which are allowed in front of their pastor, but it would not be super sexy. Christine Brown, on the other hand, remained distrustful of Robyn and Kody, saying they should not be believed. The Sister Wives star also thinks the two lied about everything, and Kody's persistent presence at Robyn's house shows otherwise. Christine even indicated that Kody felt at ease accessing Robyn's bedroom early in their marriage, which added fuel to the flames. According to Janelle, Kody struggled to split his love once the family moved from Las Vegas to Arizona in 2018. When he moved to Flagstaff, Kody found it a lot easier to be away, she explained in the September 29th episode. A couple of times I had to remind him that he needed to come to my house. She stated that he'd try to beg off since he was exhausted, stating, "I'm really tired." I'm like, well, you can rest at my house just as much as you can at Robyn's house. Janelle highlighted her children's separation from Robyn, saying, "My children were scolded if they opened up Robyn's fridge." Christine's children, on the other hand, were disturbed because they saw that Robyn and their dad were a couple and he wasn't in our home. Robyn also mentioned that her colleagues sensed the gap. "Mary, across the board, was very accepting of my kids and I, but the rest of the family really struggled to accept my kids and I," she stated on the September 29th broadcast. "All we wanted to do was be a part of this family." But Gabriel would claim that he and his siblings went to great lengths to assimilate them into the family. "I think that Robyn definitely has a victim complex," he said on October 13th. "I mean, to put it bluntly. And I don't necessarily blame her for that. I think that different people do, devise different strategies to keep themselves afloat." But he kept going. "If she actually believes that we were mistreating her or her children in any way when she was constantly getting favorited by dad, and we were always working on our relationship with her kids, if she actually believes that, then there's no chance of me having a relationship with Robyn ever again." Kody's 18 children were affected by their father's travel between 4 different houses, he stated during the September 29th episode, recalling how his and Robyn's youngest, Ariella, who was born in January 2016, clung to his leg as he attempted to flee. "I had to explain to her, there's another wife that needs me, another mommy. I got other kids that need to see me. Kody recently told me. And she's just dragging along on my legs screaming, "Don't leave me. Daddy, don't leave me." And I'm like, golly man, this is hard. Unfortunately, Janelle stated that this is the reality of plural marriage. From the very beginning, she told me, the boys knew that their dad was not going to always be there. I always felt like that Kody and Robyn mismanaged the situation with her children. He couldn't be away for more than 3 or 4 days because Ari just gets so sad or whatever. I'm like, I feel like that was poor parenting. Through all history of the family, the other kids did it, and they're fine. They're well-adjusted adults. Mykelti, a mother of 3, was one of the few brown children that remained close to Robyn and Kody, as well as Christine and Janelle. She also served as a peacekeeper during Kody's divorces. Mykelti has grown close to Robyn since joining the Brown family, and she has even asked her to the birth of her twins, Archer and Ace, in November 2022. When Robyn first joined the family, I was trying to figure out who I was, and she made me feel special and seen, Mykelti explained on the September 29th episode. Robyn was there for me when I needed somebody. She was there for me when I needed somebody to hear me, to love me. Her mother, Christine, couldn't have been happier. When Robyn joined the family and it became clear she and Mykelti had a great relationship, it was everything I hoped for, Christine remarked on the October 6th broadcast. When I was so excited about having a plural family, I was hoping that my kids would have a great relationship with other moms. Kody believes that his wife are not the only ones who have excluded him from their lives. They're purposefully leaving me out of their lives to punish me for a crime I did not commit, he stated during the October 6th show when describing his alienation with many of his older children. I am only guilty of not falling madly in love with their mothers. In addition, he believes his ex-spouses are partially responsible. This disparity in relationship with my children is specifically in my mind because of SD talk, explained their father. There's this whirlwind of disappointment from the family breaking up or whatever, and it's like, well, blame Dad. Dad screwed up. While he admits some of the blame, he disagrees to the name-calling. Kody admitted that he was struggling to connect with Hunter, Maddie, and Gabriel, and that one of his children responded to a text saying, "You are a piece of trash. I would never speak to you again anyway." On another occasion, he told cameras, "I've had one of my kids just say, 'You're an a-hole. I'm never talking to you again. You manipulated and brainwashed me.'" And he is unwilling to confront that hostility. "I'm not going to reach out forever," he said, adding that he believes his adult children should do more to help the situation. "I'm willing to make the effort, but somebody else is going to have to be on the other end of that and make some effort too." Robyn found it tough to witness Kody's estrangement from his grown children. "When I was a child, my parents divorced," she said on the October 6th episode. "He lived with one wife in another city, and then my mom lived alone. I remember confronting my biological father saying, 'What happened? Why?' All he really did was just make a bunch of lame excuses as to why he wasn't there for me when I was young, and it just sucked." So, no, she was not going to let Kody's injured sentiments keep him from making an effort. "I'm having a hard time feeling like I'm losing respect for you a little bit," she stated during a heated on-camera argument in late 2022. And while Kody recognized that he could do more to strengthen his relationship with his children, he insisted on first healing his own heart. Declaring that some of his children are colluding against me, the father remarked, "I'm so angry about what has happened that if I talk to my kids, I'm worried that they'll trigger me with an accusation. I'm too hot-headed right now. All I'll do is do more damage." Though several family members were present when Janelle and Kody's oldest Logan married now-wife Michelle Petty in October 2022, the couple did not feel the love. "You saw Madison take her kids and scuttle them away from me," Kody growled to Robyn in the October 6th episode, noting that his daughter had not notified him she was expecting her third child, daughter Josephine, who will be born in February 2023. "She never told me she was pregnant." Maddie doesn't say much to her father, and they rarely speak. "Really? Maddie doesn't have any contact with him," Janelle explained, explaining why her daughter avoided Kody at the wedding. "She is very protective of her children. Kody has not been there since Evie was born, and Evie's 3.5. And she didn't want him to just drop in and be like, "Oh, I'm your grandpa," and then be like, "What? Who is this guy?" Kody's take? It's an unrealistic expectation for grandparents to be in their grandchildren's lives all the time, he added, referring to Maddie's life in North Carolina. Especially if you transfer your children to the opposite coast. I have a job and a life in Flagstaff. While it's clear that Kody and his adult children have very different viewpoints on their ongoing estrangement, one point of disagreement is his need for a mea culpa. After the COVID scare was over and we all went back to our normal lives, we still couldn't reconcile as a family because Kody felt like the boys needed to give an apology to him and to Robyn, especially to Robyn, Janelle said about her sons on October 13th during a shooting interview. And after it sort of morphed into this, well, they just need to come and talk to me. Kody's issue, Janelle explained, was that he thought his children were not loyal to him. And the most precious person in this family who's given her heart and soul has been insulted or some bullshit like that, she summed up. Yes, whatever. Gabriel adopted a similar position, recalling a chat with his father. He kept phrasing it like I owed him an apology, he told Janelle. Eventually I was just like, hey, unless you're like actually ready to have a relationship and fix things, then we're not going to talk anymore. He came back a couple of days later and texted me. He says, hey, I've been thinking about what you've said. I forgive you, please forgive me. I was like, forgive me for what? Kody only sees Savannah, the youngest of his 6 children, with Janelle. He calls every couple of months and they go out, Janelle stated on the October 13th show. The rest of the kids don't really have much of any kind of connection with him. Savannah, who graduated from high school in 2023, believes her 4 older brothers have taken on a father figure role, with the adolescent admitting to Janelle that she would like her siblings to walk her down the aisle one day. I've talked to Savannah about it and she's like, look, I just realized that this is who he is, Janelle told me. He's going to be that dad who shows in and we have a lot of fun and then he leaves. I can meet him wherever he is. It's okay. Janelle is less forgiving. I'm just so unhappy with Kody, she groaned. Look, I've seen it before. I've worked with several divorced women over the years, and the father simply disappeared with the children. Gabriel took it very hard early on in their father-son rift because Kody was someone who would take Gabriel with him on business trips, Janelle said, adding that Kody was a totally engaged father until the last few years. While Gabriel is mystified as to what he did to annoy his father, he noted in the October 13th episode, I told Dad that if he doesn't change and can't accept accountability, then I just won't ever see him again. And I am completely happy with that. Janelle said, he's at peace since his father isn't in his life. And that's what I want for all of my children. And I believe they're all getting here. Kody, for his part, seemed to be accepting the situation. I'm truly sad that Gabriel feels that way, he admitted in a confessional. I've reached out to him several times, only to be rejected. But it wasn't for want of effort on my part. Mary may have been Kody's final woman to leave him, but she legally ended their marriage in late 2022 by requesting and receiving what their church calls a release on grounds of abandonment. I know he doesn't like that phrase, she revealed in the October 13th episode, because he doesn't feel like he abandoned me. But I believe he did. In fact, she feels he mostly ignored her until she decided to leave, so that he could say, my hands are clean. Kody did not totally deny having a scheme. I had moved on a long time ago, he admitted in a confessional. But, to be honest, I was frightened of what she would do if I peeled off that Band-Aid. Mary was never faithful to me. That is what I've been worried about. It's merely a matter of reputation. When you divorce, your reputation is ruined. Mary complained that her reputation was being damaged. It's really just sad that Kody's talking about our marriage the way that he's talking about it, I heard her say. It feels like the narrative has changed with him, but the things that he's saying about me to other people and the people are believing are not true. Years before Christina left Kody, their Las Vegas-based marital and family therapist offered an exercise that revealed they weren't a good match on paper. Christine was charged with creating a list of characteristics she desired in a husband, and she stated that she was seeking for a good communicator, someone who would be present in her and her children's lives, and someone who was attracted to her. And Kody wasn't any of the things on the list, she confessed on the October 20th show. I told him the list, and he's like, I'm not any of those things for you. I said, no, you're not. The letter helped her quickly realize that her now husband, David Woolley, was the appropriate man for her. Family is his most important thing to him, she said of the widowed father of 8. He has his own drywall business. He has a reputation for being honest and authentic with others, and he's an excellent communicator. Sister Wives. Furious Christine Brown blows Kody and Robyn up, a scorched earth showdown years in the making. Christine Brown has never been one to hold back when pushed to her emotional limits, but in what may be the most explosive development in Sister Wives history, the mother of 6 has finally reached her breaking point, and this time, she's not just walking away. She's launching verbal grenades at Kody Brown and Robyn Brown in a confrontation that has rocked the entire Brown family dynamic to its core. This isn't just Christine venting a little frustration. This is Christine, furious, delivering years' worth of pent-up resentment, betrayal, and humiliation in one searing, emotionally charged, scorched earth takedown that's impossible to ignore. Viewers have waited years for Christine to say what everyone else was thinking, and now that she has, the aftermath may permanently shatter whatever scraps of unity the Brown family had left. It started innocently enough, a family discussion, supposedly designed to hash out remaining tensions surrounding the Coyote Pass land redivision and communication breakdowns among the ex-wives. But when Christine walked into the meeting, she carried with her not just receipts, but rage. And that rage had a name, Kody Brown. Because after all these years, after choosing Robyn time and time again, after gaslighting and blaming every wife but himself for the collapse of the family, Kody still didn't get it. And Christine had finally had enough of playing the calm one. She came armed with facts, feelings, and fury. And when Robyn tried to deflect or interrupt, Christine turned that fury on her too. I gave you nearly 30 years of my life, Christine fired at Kody, her voice trembling but sharp. And you gave me excuses. You gave me broken promises. You gave me nothing in the end. While Robyn was your soulmate from the second she walked in the door, I was the one raising your kids, sacrificing, holding this family together. But you know what, Kody? I'm done holding things together, so you can keep tearing us apart. It was a line that stunned everyone, including Janelle, who reportedly sat back in silent awe as Christine unleashed a fury rarely seen on the show. This wasn't the usual passive-aggressive dialogue fans had grown used to. Christine was loud, direct, and liberated. And for the first time, she refused to let Kody speak over her. Every time he tried to interrupt, she raised her voice louder, reclaiming the floor, refusing to let him twist the narrative yet again. But the confrontation didn't stop with Kody. Robyn, seated beside her husband like the protected queen of Kody's collapsing kingdom, tried to interject with tears and confusion. I don't understand why everyone's so mad at us, she said, but Christine wasn't buying the act. You don't understand? Christine scoffed. You were handed everything. The big house, the access, the loyal husband, while the rest of us got scraps. You kept crying and crying about wanting sister wives who love you, but you never were a sister wife. You came into this family and treated it like yours. You wanted Kody all to yourself. Well, congrats. You got him. And you got the disaster that came with him. The raw honesty sent shockwaves through the room and through the fanbase. Christine didn't just speak her truth, she screamed it, obliterating the last threads of denial Kody and Robyn had been clinging to. No more misunderstandings. No more blaming COVID protocols or lack of communication. Christine laid it out plainly. Kody chose Robyn, repeatedly and publicly, while abandoning the emotional needs of his other wives and kids. And the world saw it. As Christine's words reverberated across the internet, fans rallied behind her. Social media exploded. TikTok edits of her mic drop moments surfaced within hours. Memes celebrated her brutal honesty. Hashtags like #TeamChristine and #RobynExposed trended as viewers watched Christine channel not just her own pain, but that of every sister wife and child who had quietly suffered under the weight of Kody's favoritism and Robyn's manipulation. But behind the fury, there was heartbreak. Christine admitted during her confrontation that it wasn't just the favoritism that broke her, it was the erasure. "You made me feel invisible," she told Kody. "You made our kids feel like they were less than. You told yourself you were being fair, but you never were. And you can't even admit that now."